What do you think about, like, what else keeps a marriage exciting? Like, maybe flip the script a little bit.
Okay.
Like, in a marriage, we're not going to talk new marriage. Okay, we can maybe do that
we've been
another
at this
time.
for 10 years. Okay.
But after 10 years, what keeps a marriage exciting, regardless of whether you have kids or not?
I think new experiences is a big part of it.
Yeah.
Right? So we do a really good job and proactively try to, and maybe it's not even that new, like honestly, a new restaurant, sometimes just a night away without the kids, or just sleeping not in our bed.
Yeah.
Like simply like, oh, we're going to drive 45 minutes away. It's not even 45 minutes. What is it? 30 minutes to Salt Lake City? And we'll just spend the night up there. There's traffic. I could probably get up there in 20 minutes right now. But nah, that's aggressive. But new experiences goes a long ways, right?
Yeah.
And so even small things like on my birthday, what do? We went golfing. Now we don't go golfing together very often. I think we've done it 3 times.
Yeah.
And this was the first time we've gone without like the rest of her family. Normally she
just
comes.
the two of us.
And so those kind of things where we're spending time together, and we're not actually we're not working, because I think we spend a lot of time together now, but now we're just working. So we're either shooting a video, editing a video, coming up with concepts, ideas. But like for us, new experiences where we're just together goes a long ways.
Yeah. Well, I think it's, we had this conversation actually when we went golfing. I think it's all about intentional time.
Yep.
Because I think that, and maybe this is a little bit more, I guess it's very dependent on your situation. But I feel like before we had kids, which, I mean, we've always had Jax, but he was going back and forth to his dad's for a while. And so there was time where we were together all the time, right? And like, it was just the two of us. And so it didn't feel like we needed to be very like, this is intentional me and you time. Yep. No phone, no TV, or I mean, you can watch TV, but like there's no distractions. We're not working. It's just us time. Like, and structuring that and making sure that we get that is even more important now that we have kids. But I think that 10 years in, it's really easy to become really complacent and be like, oh, well, I see them every single day. And like, they're there when I wake up and they're there when I go to bed for the most part, and I'll see them at some point. Like, it's just, you fall into this routine of just constantly being with someone. And so I think scheduling intentional time is so important. And whether that's at home, like, hey, maybe we're in this, and we've been in this phase for to it, right? Pretty much recently. Our whole marriage. But it's like, we can't afford to go anywhere. So what we're going to do is after the kids go to bed, we're going to do a puzzle.
We've gone on walks. Put the phone away, because that's the tough part. Is I think it used to be way
especially because
easier.
Our job is on our phone, and so it's hard to disconnect from that.
It used to be way easier, I think, to do intentional time, but like now it's like, man, I always got that. I'd be charging my phone twice a day. And so for us, it's like a simple walk. Like, I'm gonna hold your hand. We're gonna walk, a mile and a half. Yeah. Or so little things like that, or other little things like day-long adventures. Like, we got one coming up where we're going to Denver for no reason other than we're going to see our friend T-Pain, right?
And Akon. Can't forget Akon.
But we mess with T-Pain. We're T-Pain fans.
This will be our second 24-hour trip, though.
Oh, second 24-hour trip.
This is our third T-Pain concert, our second 24-hour trip just to see T-Pain. So we do love T-Pain. But
Pizzle.
I think that there are just definitely phases to what that looks like. Yeah. There have been years where we have gone on a 7-day trip, just me and you, every single year. Yeah. Like, one time a year, Mexico, going away. We've gone to a lot of places. We've gone on cruises. We've gone to multiple places in Mexico. We've gone to California multiple times.
Destin, Florida. Ooh, that was a good trip. We need to go back to Destin.
We love doing that. And that was, honestly, if you are not getting away with just your partner, try to save the money. It's game changing. Marriage solidifying. Like, we went to Mexico. We went to Cancun a couple years ago, and we would go and we'd be like sitting somewhere waiting for dinner or whatever. And there would be a seat available, and I'd be like, no, I'm just going to sit here. And I would just sit on Bedford's lap, and he would hold me. Like, and
was the days.
Yeah. And, you know, you get to wake up when you want, go to bed when you want. And like you get to relax when you want. Like there was days that I would sit and read and he would fall asleep, or, you know, like it is so connective to be able to be away for that amount of time, get the rest you need. Like you have to figure out how to do that. However, the last 2 years, we have not been in a position to be able to afford that. And so it's something where you have to put intentional connective time
Yep.
on the schedule somehow, some way.
So we've had a couple day-long trips. We've gone. We picked up puzzling. Puzzling is crazy, man. It's good. We about to start a new puzzle as soon as we stop working as much. But like,
we do like doing puzzles. Like, and honestly, I think it's even just like there have been times where I'm done with my work stuff and you're not. And so I will just like grab my book and come cuddle up next to you and just be close. I think that matters too. So